they pick CT. Pistol round, Nuke Dog. Watch him this round. Let's see if he pops off how he did last series. He played yesterday. Well, I should say today, technically, because it was at like half midnight they started. But we'll be jumping into this game.
Liam going to be the first one just to check, see if there's any push towards mid, but it's not going to be the case. T players making their way up towards Banana, and we might just see a quick B hit coming out from Radix at the moment. Actually, nice little fake here. That's given the information to these B players that there has been some footsteps towards Banana, and that's going to probably keep them firmly planted for now. But that being said, Radix, now they're making the play towards it. Even had me fooled on that one. And well, let's see if it's going to work out for them. Taras is going to get a frag onto Liam, but Nuke Dog, that player you said to watch out for, he's going to go down after finding a frag onto Luzza. Cryptix is going to be the one to get the kill, and he's also going to get the bomb down. Rezu and Casa going to be remaining for CEX, and need to find something here.
So Rezu and Casa left in a 2 vs 3 situation, sorry. 2 USBs in hand. Cray holding from pit. He might find Rezu out in the open. Doesn't quite land the headshot. Cryptix is there on the recovery. Both headshots come through. Now it's a 1v1 for the pistol round, but Taru says no. Shuts down Rezu. And that will be the pistol round going over to Radix.
Yeah, Taru's there with the final frag, but I'm pretty sure with the way the bomb was taken and the time that we had left on the clock, not a lot of time for him to do anything in that situation. Had to find 3 frags, and they just didn't line up quite well for him there, you know, not finding a quick enough concession, and that's going to mean that Radix are going to find the first round going into this one. CeX are going to be able to get themselves 3 CZs, 2 Deagles moving into this one, and don't count out these weapons. They are certainly capable of taking down a couple of these Radix players. It's going to be interesting to see if they can properly take the side and seeing how many players they've got alive. As Surreal going to find frags onto Liam and Fraser. This guy going to be leading the charge coming in at the moment. Going to be checking these angles, making sure there's no other CEX players that can find Tarus holding the flank on Banana. He's going to find himself a frag as well. Cryptix even, nice little warbang onto Nuke Dog, and Rezu going to be left with this pretty much you know, a disaster really of a round.
Yeah, Rezu's left with a CZ and a dream at this point. Not much you can do. Surreal with 2 beautiful opening kills. Might be able to pick up Rez. He does get them so low. 3 HP for Therese, 25 for Lazar. But it's not enough, sadly. CeX not quite having enough money to buy at this point, but they should be able to buy next round. See if they do a full eco. But we'll expect this round again to go inside of Radix. Just Nuke Dog with a CZ. See if we can make anything happen. B-Magic and Yumi mentioned it yesterday, how devastatingly good CeX pistol, but Surreal with a 4K spray down. May just be eco kills, but you know, you can't help but hyping it up because we just love spray downs here.
They just queued up for him there, didn't they? It was just like, you know, please form an orderly line for the spray, and Rezu's going to be the last to go down for CEX. Nice quick round there for Radix. Pretty standard. It's what you expected considering they were on an eco, and considering CeX were on an eco, and this is going to be the first sort of proper round going into this one. It's going to be interesting to see if CeX can put something back on the board.
Problem is, I feel like CeX will not have the advantage until the economy recovers enough so they can get the double AWP setup. Nuke Dog and Fraser, they don't have the AWP this round. Lazar is AWPing, and that guy is terrifying. Fraser holding from cubbyhole.
Yeah, Rezu is going to have to be the one to be careful here. Peeks out a little bit. Needs to be careful not to get too aggressive here on Banana. Could find himself getting caught out by 3 of these Radix players. And Surreal, the absolute crack shot, stands on the other side of that smoke. He needs to be careful. And Liam, actually, at the moment, could be one of the first CeX players to get into some combat here as Luzza looks to maybe just try and do a little bit of aggression towards this A site.
Well, it feels like things have slowed down quite a lot. Just probing for information. They saw the CTs were quite aggressive pushing up top of B. So just pulling back, using a bit of utility to test the waters. And now we might see some kind of push onto the site. No, Terra's being so patient. Waiting and baiting out the utility from the CTs. But now neither side has much left to use. But does look like they're positioning with 40 seconds left on the clock towards the B site. But the rotation has come through, so they'll be greeted by 3 CTs. Rezu on top of the boxes. will find one. Fraser finds a second. Tarus trades onto Resu, but Castro in the other boost gets two. Doesn't quite land the last. Fraser, come on, finds Luzza, and he'll clean up, and that's CeX. CeX has that round now and has saved the AWP into the next round. That's exactly what they needed, and this is the opening point for them. Radix is now, I'd say, on the defensive.
That is a lovely little round for CeX, exactly what they needed after losing the first 3 rounds coming into this one. That's going to give them the confidence now pushing forward. Don't get me wrong, Radix are still going to be able to buy here. They're still going to have the utility to move forward in this round, but need to be careful because that nade now coming down every time almost from Radix, and CeX do seem to be aware of it at this point, taking some refuge in towards Banana, and Luzza just trying to find an early frag, but it's not going to be. No CeX player is going to be in that particular area waiting for that one.
So many players spread out across the map, just trying to find where they see CTs are positioning. Bomb boost towards A site, waiting for the Molotov to fade. Smokes will go out. Pushing through, spraying and pre-firing from all angles. It looks like he got fired by his teammate there. Just an encouragement shot. Nuke Dog positioned for our balcony, but Terrace now fading back. They're hoping for the CTs to go aggressive as they push into top mid, but that wasn't the case. CTs held fast, held their angles. Fraser finds Surreal, not phased by the little peek that Surreal did, the jiggle peek. That's throwing down defensive smokes on top of B as well, trying to keep these terrorists at bay, holding onto their utility as late as possible. No smokes left though for the CT side. Couple Molotovs, 2 flashbangs as well. See if that's enough for them to hold on, because it will be 4 players rushing into 2 CTs, and we'll see if they can do this. Grenades thrown out, Molotov, and they've got no way to counter it. They've got to just sit here and be patient. The rotation's coming through now.
Yes,
they've got to hold on as long as possible.
CeX.
Oh my god, what just happened? Cray and Cryptics taking down Castro and Resu, but now it's a 3v3. Make that a 2v3. Nuke Dog says no. Liam peeking round. Pre-fire coffins, tags Luzza. Luzza pushing around into ruins, but will be greeted by a second player. Backs off around the position. Nuke Dog's such low health. He's got to get into a position where he can do something. Luzza and Cryptics have the crossfire. Luzza finds one, Cryptics finds a second, and Liam's left in a 1v2 situation and is looking dire at this point. Liam steps out, gets the first frag. Cryptics shuts him down and dashes the advantage that CeX had. AWP will be saved, presumably dropped to Luzza. There we go.
Yeah, perfect little play coming out there from Radix. Able to, use one of the players, that was standing next to Coffins to just bait out that CT player, allowing, just an easy frag, just an easy trade, and that's giving them the round in that one. Unfortunately for him, CeX there getting sandwiched. Going to be interesting here to see if Radix can keep this momentum going forward. CeX at the moment, not looking good for them in terms of, eco at the moment. Managed to get themselves 2 CZs.
Economy's not looking too bad.
In terms of weaponry.
They did just,
Yeah.
it's first loss bonus, so we'll see how that plays out. What do you think they need to do to adapt to this, the explosive execution which Radix and friends keeps on finding? I mean, saying that, hold your thoughts, because it looks like they're about to execute into B.
And it could work quite well, considering where you're looking at all these spread out positions of CeX. Maybe Radix not going to be fully expecting all of these players, but just as I say that, Radix doing a clean sweep of this B site. Going to find every single CeX player that's going to be holding it down, and Liam has been handed an impossible challenge. 1 versus 5, and, well, just baiting out of the barrel of his pistol there. Surreal not going to be tempted too much by it, going to wait for the actual player to peek, and nice easy frag from in the end. That's going to be 5-1 as we move into round number 7.
Yeah, round number 7. So the maps, this is the first map. This is Inferno. Next map is Overpass, which is CEX's pick. And then it is Dust 2 and then Train. Or might be Train and Dust 2. I'll double check.
I think Dust 2 was the first one.
I think Dust 2 was the first one. So those are the maps. Of course, Radix and Friends has the 1-0 advantage going in because they did come through the upper bracket. So it's up to CeX to break it on their own map, but Tarus finding Nuke Dog, pings him up with the headshot.
Could actually
Oh,
work
close
quite
to-
well
I do
for
like this
Casa.
adaptation from the CTs to hold very close. They haven't done this so far. They might be able to catch Radix and friends off. With Grace having done it. The double peak with Cryptics playing around each other. Really nicely done.
Yeah, Crane Cryptics there, teaming up so nicely there to avoid that, to make it so that neither of them goes down in that situation. Bomb's going to be able to go down now on this B site, and once again, CeX just being given these impossible situation. Fraser almost able to take down possibly one of these Radix players, but the timing's not going to work too well for him at the moment. Able to find the frag onto Taras. He's going to find himself 2 frags, but unfortunately for him, time ticking away. Doesn't have himself a kit to work with. Too far away from the bomb. And he's going to look to take this AWP through to the next round. Radix are going to find a 6th round, and Fraser actually from apartment's top 2nd mid. He's going to go down. It's going to be Cray at the end of it. He's going to find the frag. And, well, my question to you is at the moment, CeX, what do you think the game plan's going to need to be for them?
They need to eco till they can get the double AWP set up. Like, when they put Nuke Dog on the AWP, stick him on one side, put Fraser on the other with an AWP, and hopefully they can find those early picks. As they have been doing this entire tournament, it just seems in this game, maybe they haven't had... I mean, they haven't had the eye for it, but it's more... I don't think they've got those opening kills, and maybe their confidence isn't quite there to go, hey guys, just give me the AWP, trust me, I know I can do this. You know, but we will see it coming out for Fraser. See if they do resolve for the double. Or they'll stick to the single so far, but lots of utility. So this is, hopefully should be better for CeX. We'll see a match pause. We'll assume this is tactical and not technical, but knowing our luck, it's probably technical.
Hopefully it's tact. I mean, I think all the players do seem to be relatively still around at the moment in terms of
a little bit of movement
where they are. Yeah, so I'm hoping this pause isn't going to go on for too long. We're not quite sure of the reason at the moment. It's possible that, you know, someone will communicate it with us at some point, but Radix at the moment looking really strong on Inferno.
Yeah, economy is built up. Just a few highlight players, Surreal, 10 and 3, but Cryptics stepping up for his team. We mentioned Lazar so much, but Lazar is actually nowhere near top fragging at this point. Not saying that he's played badly at all, it's just Tarus and Cryptics are having a field day with this match. Especially when you consider 4 of Surreal's kills was on an eco round, single spray down. So, but the CTs, Liam sitting only on 1 kill, he needs to start stepping up for his team. Reza and Fraser are finding these openings. It just seems, we're saying that CeX, one of their advantages is consistency, and to be honest, none of their players are showing the level that we've seen from them lately. They need to start stepping up, but we're seeing a bunch of utility thrown down. Small bit of damage to the roof. Grenade throw down, that might do a bit of damage. Just the Cryptics. They rotate. Again, doing this sort of standard. They either do sort of 2B, 3, 3A sort of look with the terrorists, just to try and find some positioning, but it seems they're trying their luck for A. They managed to get the bomb out into top of mid, sorry.
This is going to be potentially some good information for Fraser, especially if he can find Cray at this point. This should allow CeX now to start making their way back towards the A site. It's going to be a tricky one, actually.
So I know that 3 players on the site, but it doesn't matter. Nuke Dog is stepping up, finding a 3K, and Luz will be trying to find him. Does eventually get him. It's too little, too late. Choosing not to pick up the AWP, so they don't want to go for that double AWP.
Possibly just trying to take it out of the game at this point. I mean, it doesn't matter too much at this point. You know, Radix do have the eco to you know, to essentially purchase a, you know, a double AWP setup if they, you know, did choose to do so. But by taking that out of the game, you know, if they're able to take this next one, you know, it just takes the weapons away from them. But more importantly, they might, you know, at this point, they might not want to play with the double AWP setup. They've just won a round against Radix. You know, they might be feeling good. They might have a good setup and a, you know, a good way of doing things going. They might just want to keep pushing that one forward, going through at the moment as Radix.
And it's the aggressive top of banana hold. Cass going very close. Molotov flames flying overhead with a flash coming out. Finds 2. Brilliant opening by Casa. Lazar will eventually trade him, but Surreal is left to clean up the pieces which his team have failed to put together. Does find one, but at what cost? On 15 HP, picks up the AWP, relying on that one-shot capability rather than using the AK-47. And things slow down a bit. Bomb seems like it's rotating towards A, but it will be greeted by 2 CT players.
3 versus 3 at this point. Creeping towards the 8 site, could actually wrap around towards B here. Not a lot of time to do so. 50 seconds on the clock, and Nukedog's going to make that a little bit more difficult. Luz is going to find that frag and trade it out. That's going to put us back into a 2 versus 2, but Liam's got to be nervous at this point. He can hear these T players going to get onto the site. Luz is going to try and get the bomb down, and Taurus, oh, they're so close next to each other at the moment. Do they know where Liam is at the moment? Well, they do now. Liam's going to take down Taurus, and all of a sudden, this completely changes the play of this round. CeX did have an advantage at first, but Liam has brought the goods for his team.
I was going to say, that's absolutely genius by him not to show himself that early. He was waiting as long as possible for his teammate to rotate in a position and then trade up, which is exactly what happened, forcing Luzza to take a quite open angle, stepping out into the middle of the site, and gave Liam the positioning to find that headshot. So great from CeX, definitely having a game plan going into this round.
Yeah, did concede the plant, but that being said, played that out perfectly. Left himself plenty of time for his teammate to come over and held that angle perfectly.
Kind of slow start for the CTs. I think they accidentally dropped the AWP to the wrong player. Rosu had to go back and drop it for Fraser. See what position he is playing in.
Maybe a bit of disagreement on who's going to, take the AWP essentially.
Compared to how we've seen Fraser play Inferno before, usually he's taking a lot of top and mid aggressive peaks, but he's playing fairly static back on site near Library. But Rezu's about to be greeted by Surreal. See, contact is made. Surreal.
That's
with the discipline, waiting, finds Surreal. Cannot find a second. Cryptix trades him off, and it's a 4v4. 1 CT play. He's got to buy time. Finds Cray. That's exactly kind of opening they need. But Bomb going down. He's guessing where it is. He's tickling Cryptix, biting at his heels. And it's left up for the CTs, waiting for the rotation, but they got to move fast.
Yeah.
2 kits on, so keep an eye on Kitter and Liam and Nukedog. Got to be careful in case they can't find him. Molotov's going to the back of the site. Cryptix getting pressured, but Luzza finds Rezu. Cryptix finds Liam, and suddenly it's looking a bit dire for CEX as things start falling apart. Fraser's left on his own, and he will eventually fall. 8-3 is the scoreline as we move into the 12th round.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe CeX at this point would have closed down that gap just a little bit, made this a bit more of an even setting at this point. They aren't expected to win this round, although Liam is going to be able to find himself an AWP. But that being said, not a lot else really going on at the moment for CeX in terms of this round. Radix should certainly be able to find this one. He's very surprised if there doesn't. Something would have to go extremely wrong. It is certainly possible. CeX do have 3 CZs on their team. We've seen what kind of damage they can do in this tournament so far, and Liam with the AWP could find himself, the first couple of frags, and if that's the case, that could open this one completely, as Taurus might just be the one to just put a little bit of doubt into the plan we've just put there. So 5 versus 4. CeX with an even bigger disadvantage now. I've lost a great player, one of their star players essentially in this tournament in some of the maps that we've seen. Cryptix and Surreal gonna be able to take down Casa and Rezu, and Fraser gotta be a little worried here. He's able to take down Cray and needs the support of his teammate Liam to start coming over with salt, maybe find something. It's actually not a bad spot for him to possibly pick up a play, but that smoke is gonna shield Radix for now. Bomb should be able to go down in just a moment, and Liam has received probably the call from his teammates to just bring this AWP through to the next round.
And he will save the AWP. See if he picks up again for the next round. Didn't manage to make anything happen. I mean, if you look at the scores, only 4 kills on Cray, but he doesn't need to when the rest of his team is playing so well at the moment. How can you find those kills if the rest of the team's going to kill them anyway? It's one of those things. looks worse than it actually is for Cray. But for the CeX side, they need to step up, definitely. We've seen it, Liam was starting to warm up, but then after they lost the guns, it's like their confidence is getting there. Players will step up, and then it's just not enough to push that through and carry that into the coming rounds. It's like, I don't know if they're relaxing it, but it's like the adrenaline goes as soon as the round ends. It starts again, and they sort of get kind of nervous again, start not hitting the shots, not expecting certain things. And Radix is so confident taking these angels.
Yeah, this isn't a setup you'd exactly see every day, is it, coming out from CeX? 4 USPs, 1 AWP on Liam. It's going to be interesting. Possibly Liam to play a bit more of a passive role to see if he can probably once again just try and save it at this point. Really don't see what's going to be expected of CeX in this round going forward so far. Crim's just going to get whacked by his own team's. He is going to be able to find Rezu. That's going to open up the B site going forward here for Radix, and it's going to be interesting to see what Liam does in this round. He's the player with the AWP, he's the player with the weapon read. He has got himself armor and also a HE, so probably the job of Nuke and Fraser at this point, just to try and find some exits, try and find some weapons, especially if they can find themselves a couple of AK-47s. Would actually be a dream for them at this point, but it's just so unlikely. Surreal there wasn't low HP, so if Fraser could have connected with him, there was a chance. And, well, Liam's going to find a frag, and that's important for Fraser. Although, not the weapon he exactly wanted to upgrade to, I'd probably
but
say.
the players are so low HP, he finds 2. Fraser with 3 kills, can't find the last. And Liam is left sitting in T on his lonesome with the AWP. Cray just denying whatever hope CeX had to win that win that round, sorry. But looking at the half, CeX is in such an unfortunate position. They need to make something happen in these next 2 rounds, otherwise if they lose the pistol round, it's looking like it'll be GG for this map.
Yeah, at the moment, Radix just seem to be on a bit of a run that's never going to stop. As we do see Radix going to be pushing up towards the A site now. Liam and Nuke Dog are probably going to be the ones to defend this one. Bomb is staying that back towards team spawn, so no decision made just yet on where we're going. But considering the amount of CeX players at the moment we do have pushed towards this B side, a little bit of early aggression shown by them, I'd suggest if I was Radix at the moment, I'd probably be favouring that A site, and I think that's exactly what's going to be going on at the moment. You have a couple of players pushed up into apartments at this point, so Nuke Dog and Liam need to be careful. I do believe we also have Fraser as well rotating through to the A site as well, so going to be interesting to see who can take this round, and especially if they try and move towards Fraser, he's going to be ready for it. And it looks like we are going to see that hit now come out on towards this A site. Liam's going to find a frag onto Taurus, and Nuke Dog, that's a big frag onto Cryptix. This is really going to dent this push of Radix. Luzza and Surreal going to be the final players alive, and Surreal, 22 HP, looking a little dire for him, but manages to actually find a warbag onto Fraser. And a little bit of hope in this one. 30 seconds on the clock to try and get these 2 players to find something here. Surreal's going to go down. Luzza, time to start backing away at this point. Utility being used by CeX to just slow Luzza down. He's going to go down by the AWP of Rezu. And, well, CeX are going to get an extra round on the board. Just as we said, you know, maybe they were going to start, you know, running away with it a bit.
Yeah, that's their win condition for the map, is to try and get a little bit of a cushion just in case that pistol round goes a bit hairy. Still incredibly hard to come back from this. If they do lose the pistol round, this is definitely better. 2CZ, we're finally seeing Radix and Friends economy dented for the first time. And it is on the last round of the half. It might be too little too late. Fraser taking a huge damage from the Molotov, getting ticked down. Damage over time, certainly, but lots of utility available for the CTs. Should throw it down at some point. 3 players on B. We're seeing them push quite aggressively up into Banana. Fraser holding steady, waiting to peek out. Nothing quite happening so far. They've got 1 player positioned around their A, and they might go there to try and draw some aggro. No, it looks like they're coming back, so it looks like it will be a B execute. Surreal lining up a smoke. This is pro play smoke you're about to see. Get ready for it.
Yeah, Fraser.
It's better than the rest of us.
Fraser's going to be the first one here to try and find something. Does miss that initial AWP shot, and that could have been a big AWP shot. Molotov needs to go down here to slow this one down just a little bit. Stop Radix getting onto the site so early. And, well, Fraser, your time to go big is now. Finds himself two. There's an option for a third. Fraser thought for a second he was going to get Cray, but it's going to be Casa who's going to find it in the end. And CeX are going to find the final round of the half.
5-10, that is exactly what CeX needed to close that round. Not the half they were wanting, but the half that they needed if they wanted a chance to actually come back in this game. You know, and this pistol round, if they win this pistol round, it will set them up so well going into the next couple of rounds. But if they lose, then the pressure is on, because Radix and friends will see the end in their sights. Rushing, it looks like a fast, but he execute.
This is a big pistol for CeX.
Liam hanging with the block, finds Cryptix. Cryptix falls, and that's the entrance. Bomb will go down. That is the first step in the hundreds of steps they need to win this game. Casa getting picked up as well. That's the second. That's the third. Straight trades back off. Oh, getting dinked. It looked like by his own teammate. But Fraser gets caught in the open trading weapons. It's a 3 versus 2. Two players from CeX holding close on Banana, and it'll be up to them because Tarus finds Rezu.
Yeah, bomb is ticking away now. We are going to see Cray possibly go to stick it here. Nuke Dog is going to be able to make sure CeX do win pistol, and that is one important pistol for CeX. They needed to win that if they had a chance in this map, and they've only gone and done it.
I said that Nuke Dog in pistol rounds is an absolute madman, and he pulls through 2 beautiful shots with a P250.
And he waited to the perfect time to make that peak as well. Perfect play. Nuke Dog going to be happy with that one. He's going to get himself an AK-47 as his own little reward for that one. Going to be interested to see if he can do anything with it.
Going to CeXGO at the moment.
CeXGO indeed, and that is certainly the case for Radix at the moment. It's not a different weapon on this side. CeX do have to be careful. This weapon's capable of doing some extremely magical things for a pistol. But that being said, should still be a favoured CeX round looking at the weapons they've got at the moment. CZ's great, but it's not as good as an AK-47 essentially.
That's certainly true. Smokes do go out onto B. Defensive smokes go out and reply. But that's one of the 4 smokes that Radix and friends have. That's 25% of their utility gone in one throw. And they've not got a lot left. Not a lot of armor in that team as well.
I think these smokes are more or less going to be used just to slow this play down and force CeX to maybe go for something, but maybe not pay too much attention. And Cryptix is going to captivate on this. He's going to find himself 2 frags. CeX is going to get this back into a 3 versus 3. And Luzza does need to try and find this. He's going to find a frag onto Rezu. And what did we say about these CZs? Absolutely crucial in finding a round, which normally we shouldn't be able to win. Liam going to be able to take down Surreal as he gets boosted up onto plant pot, and 2 versus 2. Mac 10 and a CZ going to come out here for Radix, but Liam's in a nice little spot here to just completely shut this down. That's going to come out. Come on, Liam. Not able to find the final frag. Luzza's going to go for the stick.
Stick tries to push through. Pros don't fake, dudes.
Thought we were going to see a bit of a play going out there, but well, CeX are going to take it anyway.
And CeX coming through big. It's that terrible feeling when you lose to the force buy on the second round after winning pistol. And gladly they pull through, although very close.
Very close.
Casa there to save the round at the end of the day. As well as a push through the smoke. But will be a full eco apart from a P250 on Tarus. That is it for the CTs. Rushing down mid. Oh, they find Fraser, and that's the opening. They see the weapon. The fine angle will eventually fall. 3 versus 3. It's a little better for CTs, but CeX calms down, and they clear up in the end of the day.
Yeah, CeX in that one. It was all about safety, all about just not giving Radix too many frags in that exchange. Radix are going to be able to get themselves some weaponry here. I think the utility is going to be limited on a few of these players, but CeX looking somewhat strong at the moment.
Resi with the Glock.
Rezu. Is that
You okay?
intentional? Is he?
Kind of confused. He had enough money to buy.
He could have bought himself something.
Maybe that was just a mistake. Maybe he was counting on someone dropping him and ran out, wasn't paying attention.
I think he's just realised as he tries to switch to his primary there. Doesn't have one.
That could prove pivotal, especially going into the gun round. That can't happen. Especially at this stage, especially in the final, you don't want to be making those very rookie mistakes.
That is not something you want to be doing. Surreal as well, going to add a little bit more insult to injury. Going to take Nuke Dog down to HP. CeX actually, though, going to put some frags on the ball. Luzu and Cray going to go down towards this A site. Terus has to do something to stop this push, and he certainly does find himself Casa and Liam, and could find even more here, but Fraser's going to get that shut down nice and early. 3 versus 2. CeX do have a man advantage. 8 HP on Nuke Dog, but doesn't matter too much when you've got yourself the AWP, the point and click adventure.
Yeah, and CeX was just doing the Soviet strat of just sending in a player in front of him with a weapon, and when he falls, pick up his weapon and carry on. You know, it's you know, he's keeping an eye on the economy.
Exactly.
He's like, I trust my teammates that much that they're gonna die for me.
Rezu's got a weapon now. He's like, nobody notices, right?
It's like, I
no one
knew
saw.
this. I knew this was happen. You know, 2000 IQ predicting what was gonna happen.
Exactly as planned.
Yeah. So Rezu will be happy. Luckily, he didn't play too much in the outcome of this round. Could have been a different story, albeit, but it's fine. Nuke will fall to the bomb. He's only on 8 HP. Dies as he runs away. Won't be too happy with that, especially after that kind of negates the whole idea of Rezu not buying an AK, but, you know, they'll deal with it for now. Full buy the T's, 4 AKs, an AWP, and full utility across the board.
Could you actually imagine being in a final though, and then just hear one of your teammates say, "Guys, we got to buy a weapon."
I'm glad we caught his reaction of going, "Ah!
Where's my gun?"
It's like, wait, what? Oh, I don't have an AK. What is this? No.
That's okay. I'll just wait for one of my teammates to die.
Yeah.
that
I'm that
works
confident that you're not gonna win that gunfight. That's what he's saying. You know, Nusso, CeX is on board with each other and having confidence in their teammates. To get back into this game. Weird kind of buy by the CT side. I suppose Cryptix has a lot of money. Did he save that M4 going into that round? Or I think all the CTs died at the end of the last round.
I know two saves.
2 saves.
They saved over. They saved over towards the B side. So both of these M4s.
I was about to say it's a very weird buy to keep the guns up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was too busy like memeing about Rezu. I wasn't paying
It was
attention
pretty shocking that he didn't
Too
get one.
shocked. Can't believe it worked.
Well, we're going to see these T players now wrapping round to this A site. Surreal's in a nice position to find a few here. Does just check to his side, but all importance is Fraser's going to find a frag. That's an important one for CeX here. This round should not be as close as it should be for CeX. Should have been a win for them, and Nuke Dog going to have to take on Cray.
In time, but there's no kit for Cray. 1 versus 1, Nuke Dog peeking around the corner.
I don't know if Cray knows where he
Find
is.
him! And finds the kill, and that saves the round for CeX, tying the score 10-10, looking for the AWP. Fraser stepping up huge. 2 beautiful shots, shutting down Surreal first off and shutting down the other Radix and Friends player. Radix and Friends, I feel one of the reasons they're so effective on the T side was the aggression they showed early on. It's just too much for CeX to handle. But they haven't really showed it on the CT side, but Laza might be about to change that. But decides to hold a passive angle instead. Cryptix AWPing as a secondary AWPer this side. So splitting AWPs on either side of the map. First time we've actually seen a double AWP setup in this game. CeX didn't opt to do it while they're on CT side. We'll see if that is a deciding factor for Radix and Friends. CeX should have tried it, and it looks like it's going to be that way. Cryptix finally opening onto Nuke Dog.
Yeah, Cryptix finding that initial frag, and that's just going to slow CeX down on that push towards Banana. I thought at first maybe we might just see quite an early hit, but isn't going to happen at the moment. They're probably just going to do a little bit of probing, try and get a bit of information, as we do have 1 minute left on the clock. Rezi does have himself a gun this round, which is nice to see going forward. Smoke is going to go down. I think probably like to make a little like. They should make it like a strat roulette round. You know, if you ever played that.
Crab walk into mid.
Do the well, Rezu and Casa are going to team up there. Raise Molotov's going to do a bit of damage towards Casa. That's going to cause him to fall down here into a 3 versus 3. CeX are going to be the ones to try and defend this. Radix are going to have to retake this, and they're all going to be retaking this from the same side at the moment. No player's going to be coming from Banana. That's going to allow Liam a nice little position here to defend this plant. It is planted for him, I believe, so once again...
He's got to get the info from the rest of his team where the CTs are, so he can leave that angle and then look to go and defend the bomb, but Laza with a beautiful opening steps out as well. It looks like they're denying this. Laza pushing aggressively, but it doesn't quite find the shot. And now shut down 11-10 to CeX, and CeX are finally, I'd say now that they're in front, they're in the driving seat and they're confident, they've warmed up and they've got strategy, and it is working more importantly.
Yeah, so the good thing about this as well is what we were saying at the beginning of the, before this game even started as well. It'd be great to see CeX win this from a casting perspective, because that evens it out to 1-1 at them, and that's game on. The game effectively at that point then just turns into like your own little best of 3 essentially between these two teams, and that upper bracket, lower bracket penalty is just completely removed at that point, and CeX will have well and truly earned it with this comeback. 11-10 at the moment, so moving to round 22. Bit of a slow start coming into this one. 1 minute 30 remaining on the clock, so plenty of time for CeX to get a, do their probing, get their information on this site. They do like to have a little of a feel around Banana and also towards mid.
8 rounds in a row for CeX so far, pulling it back from only having 3 rounds going into the half. Radix and friends just don't have an answer to the questions and the problems that CeX is raising. New dog positions around to Banana, but it looks like he'll be an execute onto A. Utility is thrown out, but they're backing off. It was a bait.
It was
they
as soon
me.
As you said it there, they heard
Cast
you.
a curse.
Caster's curse. And New Dog will be able to find the frag as Cryptics fades into the smoke, and he's going to get his head taken off as that smoke comes in. And Harry's now easy in hand. He's going to find himself a frag onto Casa. Certainly a possible retake, but the weaponry for Radix just not looking good at the moment. Surreal just trying to find something here desperately, just trying to connect with a player with his CZ. Tarus has found himself an AK-47, and that's probably going to be enough for him to sort of fade back a little bit now and try and save that one through. Knows that it's going to be unlikely to take down these 4 players. Fraser's got himself an AWP as well, so that just makes things even harder.
Yeah, looking to save that armor. Pushing Tarus. And just straight by the head armor for next round. But they do... It's probably not even worth buying any head armor at this point. You know that they're on a full buy on AKs anyway, so just stick with the Kevlar. And we will see that coming through. Tarus opting for head armor just in case. Only for 350 at that point. But full buy. This time, no double AWP setup. They did have the cash for it. It was possible, but it opted not to. Tarus with the AK in hand. Starting to keep hold of it. See if he can make that deadly weapon do something. Surreal not having as strong a half.
New Dog's actually going to go down to the Molotov there.
I say that, cast curse, as soon as I say, oh, Surreal's not having a half, he does, he then gets a kill with the utility. So, I should just predict like wild things and just hope they...
And the opposite will happen, apparently.
Surreal only getting like this half. Surreal's making an AK do work alongside Laza. And CeX has finally been shut down. Radix has an answer. And now CeX needs to play the mind games of chess and find a counter to Radix's counter. And one of the reasons for that was early utility usage, catching out Nuke Dog, which I think was kind of unusual. And then just is the crossfire setup playing off Laza that allowed Tarus to pick up something. Because Tarus stepping huge, 22 kills, tying with Fraser, the other top fragger in the server.
Oh, Surreal Cryptics. Spamming through the smoke here, Surreal just having so much luck going through. Surreal and Cryptics with a nice little team up towards the top of Banana, and well, they're going to be happy with that one. That's going to be another round in the bag, and that's certainly put a stop to this comeback we've seen for CEX. They were just looking like they were going to start take the lead, maybe just try and come home with this map, and Radix is like, wait, nope, it's not going to be the case just yet. You know, we're capable of winning this, and if they do, that's going to be a difficult one for CEX to come back, because that's going to mean they're already 2 maps down.
Yeah, I get the idea of the push, but still just pushing straight in. And Nuke being caught out by the utility, trapped in that position along Banana. The players are ready. Resi does manage to trade. CZ gets one tapped by Cray. Very nice shot, and now CX have to win this round. Not even on full loss bonus, so if they do lose this, their money's going to be tight going into the next round.
Yeah, certainly going to be a tricky one for them.
Resi
Important one
needs
for
to-
Radix as well.
Resi needs to not buy any AKs to boost their economy. But, I mean, that's the problem. They need to redo that strategy, I think. But
Rezu just needs to follow around where he's dying the most. Casa could be that player at the moment. He's just gone down in the round. Luzzer's going to find another player. Nuke Dog's going to go down to the fire. I think that is twice now in the last 3 rounds that's happened to him. That's going to mean Fraser is going to be the final player alive for CEX. He's going to spam, give away his position. Surreal, sharp eye when it comes to shooting through the smoke. He's going to find the frag. 14-12 at the moment, and
I really don't understand. They're pushing through the smoke at top of mid. With all the players who died there had utility, had flashes, had molotovs, and none of them were used.
yeah, we've kind of stopped seeing this cautious CEX that probes, gets information, that takes things slow and really thinks about the way they're pushing sites, and now it just feels more like, you know, let's just dry run.
They're
it
trying
at
to
this
brute
point.
force it, and it's,
Yeah.
it's just not working. You can't do that into Radix. And it's 14-12. Radix want to secure that point.
This certainly could be interesting. So Roos could be in for an interesting firefight here. He's going to find himself 2. Luzzer and Cray are also going to pick up frags on that one. CX were never really within a chance of doing too well in that one, considering the weaponry they have had. That puts us on to map point for Radix going into this one. CEX need to be perfect from here.
Has CX decided to like swap with a different team or something? They're just not playing how they were earlier in this half. It's like someone else has just stepped onto their PCs and gone, like, a spectator's gone, yeah, I can play.
Let me have a go
fine.
at this esports thing,
I'm
you know?
DMG, dude. Sub me and coach, but it's just not working out, and they need to play
Well,
phenomenally from this point. They can't make any mistakes. They make a mistake, and
it's over.
it's over.
For this map anyway, CEX have had such a good run. I think it was something like, was it like 9 rounds in a row I think they had? And all of a sudden, Radix have just gone, right, let's put a stop to this. Let's just start
Stop
fragging.
this nonsense.
Let's just start fragging again at this point. I mean, come on, what are we doing? And now we're in 15-12.
Yeah, that's it. Hold my beer. You know, they were too busy. They were nipping out, getting pints from the bar, but now they're sat down. They're serious. You know, had their coffee, woken up this morning, and Radix.
Rezu too busy sipping beer, and that's why I forgot to buy.
That's why. But this is not the opening CX wanted. Roos managed to find 2. Lazar does fall, but they still got a secondary AWP in the hands of Cryptix lining up this shot.
Oh, and Cryptix is going to find the frag, and it's all on Liam now for this map. He's going to push through the smoke, and that's going to be his own undoing. Surreal going to be more than ready to take him there. CEX are going to lose the first map that we are casting today. That also means as well that, you know, because they were in the lower bracket as well, they also didn't win. You know, they also were already a map down, so that's going to be 2 maps already to Radix.